Perfect. So let's listen to it.
A Yiddish Liedl, a kein of the Kiddish Liedl. A Yiddish Liedl, wo sot in sich Feier im Flamm. A Yiddish Liedl, a kein of the Kiddish Liedl. Singt zack pushet nor es so doch tausend Tam. Dus Liedl hot, a Trerl in is Freilich. Hat getreist dem Jiden in sein Bein. A little fin, was mal kein ben Meiler. Finne wuss es is amol gewein, in wuss wird sein. Wenn ich hör die schöne Klangen, alte jiddische Gesangen, mag ihr sein wie treurig ihn wie mich, wird mir auf dem Herzen freilich, fühl sich wie ich wollt sein am Meiler. Weil es mir, wenn her a Yiddish Lied. A Yiddish Liedl, a kein of the Kiddish Liedl. A Yiddish Liedl, was hat in sich Feier im Flamm. A Yiddish Liedl, a kein of the Kiddish Liedl. Singt zack pushet nor es so doch tausend Tam. Dus Liedl hot, hat Rell in is Freilich. Hat getreist dem Jiden in sein Bein. A little bin, was mal kein ben Meiler. Finne wuss es is amol gewein, in wuss wird sein. Dus Liedl hot, a Trerl in is Freilich. Hat getreist dem Jiden in sein Bein. A little fin, was Malkin ben Meiler. Finne wuss es is amol gewein, en wuss wird sein.
Okay. So Maurice has still trouble connecting. So, but he said that we should do it without him anyway. So.
Yeah, let's start.
Are you? Oh, good, good.
Hooray!
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so let's start reading it. Mariv, can you read the English, please?
Okay. Henri Guiraud Heinrich Roisman was born in Rovno, Poland in 1919. He performed on stage as a child starting at age 12, singing and playing the violin. He later studied medicine in Switzerland and drama in Kiev. He briefly lived in Paris. He settled in Argentina and married Rosita Longner, with whom he often performed all over the world. She was born in Warsaw, but had emigrated to Buenos Aires as a child. We have listened to 4 of his songs, Der Kolomeyer Badkin, The Badkin of Kolomey, Gefilte Fish, Alles für Geld, Everything for Money, and Yiddische Nisim, Jewish Miracles. He died in Buenos Aires in 1980. Here he sings a Yiddish Liedl, a little Jewish song. The music and lyrics are his. Aww.
Okay. Henrietta, can you start, Henrietta? Henrietta, I saw that you joined us. Henrietta, can you start reading?
Oh. Hold on. Yeah. A Yiddish Liedl. A heine dicke Yiddish Lied. A Yiddish Liedl, was hat in sich Fire und Flamm. A Yiddish Liedl. A heine dicke Yiddish Liedl. Es singt sich Poshet. Nur es hat auch
Poisoned.
What is that word?
Poisoned. Poisoned.
A Jewish song, a Jewish little song, a Jewish song that has in itself a fire and a flame. A Yiddish Liedl.
Charming.
Time to take a Yiddish Liedl. I don't know.
Okay, maybe Mauricio will finish translating.
What is that word?
A Yiddish Liedl, a Chenevdik Yiddish Liedl.
Oh, a
Little Jewish
Chenevdik.
song, a charming Yiddish song. Es singt sich pushet. It's very simple. No, es hat doch tausend Tam, and yet it has 1,000 flavors.
Yes.
Thank you. Julia,
Sure.
Julia, can you read?
I'm having trouble getting the letters.
Okay, so no problem. Okay. Yes, Bonnie, yeah.
Okay, the Chen, are we still on the same page? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Chenevdik. I
Right.
know Chen.
Chen. Chen means charm.
Yes, but I didn't.
Charming.
I know it means charm, but what I didn't understand was the after the ayin, it looks like a vav.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So
a double vav for the v sound. Chenevdik.
Chenevdik. Okay,
Right.
I guess it's in
That's it.
because I know Chen is charm, so I did. I guess I
Charm.
didn't know. I don't know the conjugation there where the vav comes in. Can you just explain that?
The two vavs are for the vav sound.
I know.
If you had just a single vav, it would be oo or o. But when you have a double vav, it's the
Yeah,
V
I understand
sound.
all that. I guess, but I'm used to hearing it. Chen, I don't know the. I would know Chen a dick, but I didn't know Chen of with the vav. I just
Well, chenev by itself is not a word. Chen
Oh.
is charm. Chenev is the adjective,
Oh.
charming.
okay. So that's how you make an adjective from.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I've just
Thank
never
you.
seen it that
Yeah.
as an adjective.
Sure.
I've probably heard it and missed. I probably missed hearing the vav sound. I can read it, but it didn't.
Okay.
It didn't
yeah.
make sense to me because I didn't
Right.
know how you make it into
Okay.
an adjective. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks. Isabel?
Why is Tom spelled with an I-N?
Because that's how you spell it.
Tom, it's a Hebrew word.
It's a Hebrew word. That's how you
It's a
spell
Hebrew
it.
word.
Okay.
If it were a Germanic word, it would be Tes Aleph Mem.
Right.
But it's Hebrew, so. Okay, Isabel, if you're here, read.
Das Lidl hat Trello und es ist freilich. Es hat getreust.
Taste.
Getreust. Es hat getreust dem Jeden und Jeden in sein Fein. A Lidl von
Bas Malke. Bas.
Basmalke
Bas Malke.
und Ben Melech
Ben Melech, right.
von was es ist einmal gewesen,
Yes.
und was wird sein.
Good.
Mhm. Can you
Now,
translate, or Maurice?
translation.
What is getraced?
Okay, Maurice will do the translation.
Sure. A little song. It has a little tear in it, and it's cheerful. Es hat getröst dem Jiden in sein Pein. It has comforted the Jew in his pain or his sorrow. A little von Basmalke und Ben Melech. A little song about a princess and a prince. Von was es ist amol gewesen und was wird sein. About what happened once and what will be in the future.
Okay, Rochelle?
Yeah, just a question here. My ear, it's just my ear. I don't know the grammar. I would have said them yeed. Why is there a nun at the end of it?
I think it's maybe it's an objective case, accusative case,
Okay.
because the Jew is the object of getröst, comforted.
Yeah, but I
I
would have
think that's why it is.
said in my
Okay, Rafael raised his hand. So.
What is getraced?
Comforted.
Lenachem.
Thank you.
Rafael, please.
Yes, Yid is one of those few nouns that can take an accusative or dative ending with a nun.
Right.
Mensch is another, Zeta, Boba are others. So there is
Right.
just a few nouns that can take that, and it's not required. And so it didn't have to be Yid, and it could have just said them Yid. It's
Right.
optional.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Arlene, can you read?
Wenn Herr die Schöne klingen,
Yeah.
Yes.
alte irische Gesangen,
Mm-hmm.
mag ich sein wie Trorik
Right.
und wie Mid. Werd mir eufen Herzen verleihen.
Freilich.
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 Gefühl sich wie ich wollt dein Melech. Wollt sein Melech.
Right.
Wo ist mir, wenn ich her a jiddische Lied?
Good.
Good.
Voil is mir.
Voil.
My boo would say, Vesmir.
Yeah,
Right.
voil is mir.
Voil is me. Right.
Arlene, can you translate, or Maurice will do it?
When I hear the beautiful, what sounding or clink?
Sounds. The sounds of the
Sounds.
song.
The beautiful sound, old Yiddish
song.
yes, song?
Songs. Gesangen. Right.
Songs. May I be like a
No, it doesn't matter when. Go.
No. May I be? It's okay. It can
is that
be.
right? May I be
Yeah.
like a Trorik?
So wie here is mean no matter how sad mag ich sein, wie treuer, no matter how sad I may be.
Right.
Okay, they take the word tears and use it as sad. Is that tears?
Treurig means sad, and mead means weary, tired. In other words,
Okay.
no matter how sad and weary I may be, mag ich sein. It's inverted.
Something wird mir eufen Herzen comes over my heart. The happiness comes over my heart.
Right. Werd is the verb to become. My heart becomes happy.
Okay. So full. Gefühl sich wie so full that I
So,
want,
okay, feel in this context means I feel. It's not the full. The same word feel is full, but here it means I feel. Ich
I
feel
feel,
sich. I feel myself.
Okay. I feel like I am a king.
like I'm a king. Wil ich mir ein ear.
Like I'm a king, right?
Okay.
This is the word voil, which means good, how good I feel.
How good I
Voil
feel
is me.
when I hear a Yiddish liedl.
Okay,
Good.
thank you. Thank you. But I will ask Maurice to translate it again so you know it will be full of it. Yeah.
Sure. So wenn ich höre die schöne Klang, when I hear the beautiful sounds of the song, alte jiddische Gesang in old Yiddish songs, mag ich sein wie treurig und wie mied. However sad and weary I may be, werd mir auf den Herzen freilich. My heart becomes cheerful. Ich fühl sich, wie ich wollt sein, I were a king. Voil is mir, wenn ich höre a Yiddish Lied. I'm happy, I feel good when I hear a Yiddish song.
Okay, so I see that people raise their hands. So Feigl first.
Yeah, back to that line, Megich sein wie Treuer and wie Mead. I think some of you might have the same misprint I have on the one that's written on the screen is very clear, but the one that we had was the Tierik, and that's I think why she thought it meant that the word tier was in there, but that's just a
really?
misprint. Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
misprint on the
Troya,
original.
Troya is sadness.
Yeah,
Treurig,
but I don't know. Other people might see it
sad.
spelled with the
Okay.
funny spelling.
Okay.
I can't hear your sound. You're breaking up.
Oh, okay.
She said that there was a funny spelling.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, Elaine?
The word Gesangin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ignore the telephone call. The word Gesangin, could it mean singing?
Singing or songs, right?
Right. Is that the
It's a plural, right? Gesang, and then it's plural.
So
Song.
Gesang is sing and Gesang.
Gesang is song, a song.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it is, how would you say singing? Just they sing, I guess. There is no, would you say they
The
are
verb
sing?
is the verb singen. I don't know how you say.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I got it.
The
Okay, thank you.
The Zingen.
Okay, yeah.
The Zingen.
Gesingen would be
No, the Zingen.
Oh, no G in front of that.
no zing. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Foil?
Yeah, this is an example of the get prefix meaning collection of. And you see that in a few words. So you're right, though. Gesang can mean song and it can mean singing. And so the same word has both of those possible meanings.
Right.
How would you use that word in singing? I'd like to hear a sentence with that word and they are singing.
Ich höre die Gesangen von die Menschen.
I hear the songs of the people, not the singing, I don't think.
Ich höre das Gesang von die Menschen. How's that?
Okay. All right, I'll let you get away with it.
Okay.
Well, there is an anthology, I think maybe by the Mlotiks, of Yiddish songs.
Yes.
And I think it's called Gesang, something Gesang, meaning it's the collection of Yiddish songs.
Wir trockenen
Wir trockenen Gesang.
Gesang,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wir trockenen
Okay.
Gesang.
Bonnie?
The third line, Megich sein wie Treuerig, etc. The use of the there, and the is how.
How? In this context, in other words, it's a poetic inversion. Wie treurig und wie mied mag ich sein. however sad and weary I may be.
Okay. Now I
It's
understand.
an inversion. It's,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's right.
Got it.
Yeah, that he's right.
Beverly,
Yes, exactly, right.
Beverly, please. You're muted, Beverly.
And you disappeared.
Yeah, you cut your picture instead of unmuting.
Oy vey.
Okay, you will get back. Okay, now, Beverly.
Did you just call on me?
Yes, you
Yes.
raise your hand.
Yes, I know, but I couldn't hear you. The word voil. Anytime we in my family we talked about someone, my mother said, "These are voile." Is voile and
Yeah.
voile the same?
Yeah, Zita Voila means she's a decent person. She's a
Anytime we say
respectable.
anything about people, she
You could
said,
say a
"Oh, this is a
voila
voile."
mensch, a voila mensch,
Yeah.
a decent human being. But
Right.
here, it's voil is mir. How good I feel, how well I feel when I hear a Yiddish song.
Okay, Beverly, put your pictures back. Okay, let's continue. Bob, can you read? I think we already read it, but again, can you read, Bob?
Am I muted?
No, you're okay.
No, you're okay.
Okay, I just muted myself. All right. A Yiddish lead, a Yiddish lied. A Yiddish lied was hat in sich Feuer und Flamme. A Yiddish lied, a Yiddish lied. Es singen sich pashut, nur es hat doch Toisentem. So
Okay, we already translated it, so maybe just read again the.
das Lied hat a Trail und es ist freilich. Es hat getröst dem Jeden in sein Pein. A Lied von Bes Malcha und Ben Melech, von was es mal gewinn und was es sein. What it was and what it will be.
Okay, so thank you. Rafael, yes?
Yeah, if you go back to the previous page there, you'll see it's a Yiddish Lidl and not a Yiddishat Lidl. It's a matter of grammar. Lidl is neuter, and in the with an A form, it doesn't take an ending. Das Yiddische Lidl, a Yiddish Lidl.
Yeah,
no
it's
ending.
neuter. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a natural feeling to say Yiddish.
Mhm.
But Yiddish lead. Yeah, Lidl becomes neuter. Lead becomes neuter.
Okay, so let's listen to it once again. After we tackled all the grammar, let's see.
A Yiddish Liedl, a kein of the Kiddish Liedl. A Yiddish Liedl, wo sot in sich Feier und Flamm. A Yiddish Liedl, a kein of the Kiddish Liedl. Singt sich pushet nor es sod auf 1000 Tam. Dus Liedl hot, hat in is freilich. Es hat getreist dem Jiden in sein Bein. A little fin, bas mal kein ben meilig. Finne wuss es is am wohl gebein und wuss wird sein. Wenn ich hör die schöne Klangen, alte jüdische Gesangen, mag ihr sein wie treurig in wie mit, wird mir auf dem Herzen freilich. sich wie ich wollt sein am Meiler. Weil es mir, wenn ich a Yiddish lieb. A Yiddish Liedl, a kein of the Yiddish Liedl. A Yiddish Liedl, was hat in sich feiern Flamm. A Yiddish Liedl, a kein of the Yiddish Liedl. Singt sich pushet nur es hat auf 1000 Tamm. Das Liedl hat a Trell in his Freiler. Es hat getreist dem Iden in sein Bein. A little bit, was mal kein ben Meiler. Finne wuss es is amol geweinen, wuss wird sein. Dus little hot, a Trell in his Freiler. Es hat getreist dem Jiden in sein Bein. A little fin, was Malkin ben Meiler. Finne wuss es is amol geweinen, wuss wird sein.
Oh, I see that Bonnie raised her hand. Yes, Bonnie.
Actually, I think I just figured it out where there was prince and princess. And then I looked back and I saw it's Bas, Malcha,
That's Malki.
and
Yeah.
Ben Melech. So it's the son of the king, and because it said prince and princess. Right. So it's son of and daughter of. Okay. It took me a little bit, but I got there.
Okay. But you got there. You see, that's something. Okay. Anything about the song before we move to the story?
I just wanted to.
Yes, Maurice.
Lidl, the ending, the diminutive or the affectionate lamed ending words are almost always neutral, which is, not neither feminine or masculine. So you have, Mädel is a word like that. Mädel, it's, Mädel and Dreidel and Spielachel that have the lamed at the end. Those are neutral words, neuter words.
Same in German.
That's all.
Yeah, same in German, exactly. Yeah, okay. Refoel and then Barbara. Refoel?
Yeah, I want to point out that the word is not melech, it's melech. It has to rhyme with freilich. Yeah. And in Yiddish, these words become a. So you get melech, you get Pesach instead of Pesach. There are others as well. So be careful. It's not Hebrew, it's Yiddish.
Melech.
Right.
Not Melech, because that's something else. Okay, Barbara.
No question. So then, Maurice, when was this song actually published? This was post-war, or is this post-war? Because it's swing music, and that's why I was thrown off with the.
Yeah, he actually has one of those wild careers where he started out in Rovna, and eventually he performed in Poland as a teenager and so on.
Yeah. And
eventually he ended up in Paris, all over I think he owned a nightclub in Paris after the war. A Yiddish,
I remember that.
Yiddish, right. And I think that's a song from that period.
Okay.
And he was in Argentina because he married Rosita Londna, who was a performer in Argentina. I don't remember this exact chronology, but at some point he had his own cabaret, maybe both in Paris and in Buenos Aires. I don't remember. But
as long as it wasn't in Casablanca.
Boy from Rovna makes good,
And I think it's interesting that he was a doctor. Along the way, there have been so many doctors who've taken on other professions, but I guess music was his probably first love.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually got a degree, but I know he studied in a number of places, and I guess he just tried a lot of different things,
Okay.
I don't think his parents said, when you grow up, you'll have a cabaret in Paris.
That's, yeah.
I want to have one in Casablanca.
What?
Well, we'll all come. We'll all come for a week or two.
In Casablanca, just so we can say play it again, sing.
Well, we have a doctor's orchestra.
Sure.
And it's made up of doctors who perform.
Why not?
True, that's true.
Beautiful. They are marvelous.
Okay.
Actually, that veterinarian that I had used had been a dancer.
There you go.
I'm on.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, we can do a geriatric cabaret. Yeah. Okay. let's move on to the story. So the story, I'll just sum it short. The guy that tells the story is a Jewish officer in the Red Army, in the Soviet Army. He is serving as a translator in a base that is trains all kinds of people from South America, Cuba, it's Middle America, Central America, and one day a group of Cuban officers, and it's near a lake. So one day the Cuban officers are asking him what's written on a shield.
Sign.
On a sign, exactly. Yeah. On a sign near the lake, and he's bored and he's hot and he's telling a joke. He says that in case of a crocodile attack, he must help the people that are swimming in the lake or just on the beach. And they are taking it as face value. They don't understand it's a joke. And now we will see how the joke goes on and on and on and what becomes of the joke. So where is this? It's here. And so the moment I'll get to the place, I will make it bigger, okay? So we are here. And it's Do oben die Kubiner. Ah. Okay, where did it go? Oh.
Where are we?
On my screen.
Just a moment. Yeah. It just. Okay, so here it is. I try to make it bigger and it just, no.
Trying to find those three dots, which I can't find.
I will try to make it as big as I can.
Yeah, that's better.
That's covered by the gallery. It's too big.
But you can always move the gallery.
I moved it, yeah.
How do you move
I moved mine, so the rest you have to be
all right.
Do on your computer.
Good.
Okay, so
yeah.
Okay.
If you pick on the far right corner, if you pick the standard under view, if you pick standard, the gallery will be above and not in the way of the.
No, I have it on standard and it's on the right and it's covering half the.
Well, you can, with your cursor, you can kind of move it around, but.
No, it doesn't. I move it and then it pops back.
Yeah.
So,
well, saw 3 dots on mine.
No, that's too big. That's yeah. This
I
is
just
great.
figured out how to make mine full screen.
Don't move it. Don't move it. Don't move it.
Okay, that's what I can do.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay. Susan, please, can you read Do oben die Kubiner? It has some Spanish, so you can do. That's for you. You can do the Spanish. Susan.
Okay, now I got it. Side by side gallery.
Susan, you are muted, Susan. That's why we cannot hear you.
Oh, entschuldig mich. Da haben die Kubaner natürlich bis gar sich verinteressiert. And here the Cubans naturally, they became very interested. Krokodilen seien in Kuba voran. There are crocodiles in Cuba. A viele von 2 Minen, even 2 different kinds. Was heißen Cocodrila cubana, and they're called Cuban crocodile.
Yes. Yes, crocodile.
On Schuldick, where is the, so I can see where we are?
That's paragraph.
It's at the bottom of the page.
Is there a
Yeah.
spelling error in the word crocodile?
Probably. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the resh.
Crocodrile. I don't know. It's in
Yeah, the
Spanish.
resh is in the wrong place. The resh
No,
should
but
be
it's
after the
Spanish.
first
But
kuf.
it is
Spanish, it's
Spanish,
not Yiddish.
Elaine. It's Spanish. So maybe
Crocodile is Spanish.
Oh, okay. Then we pronounced it wrong.
Right.
no. It's okay. Okay, Susan, go on.
Cocodrilla cubana and Cocodrilla americana. So the two kinds are Cuban crocodiles and American crocodiles. Die beide Minen seinen versteht sich gefährliche. And both, you understand, is understandable or terrible. Bemerkt sehr Verinteressiertkeit hab ich ungeheben zu entwickeln die Themen. When I noticed their
Interest.
Their interest.
their interest, I began to go further, began to develop the topic.
Yes.
Zu lieb Verweilung ist da skutschne. And because of the slowness to
Verweilung is entertainment.
Because of the entertainment, it's just boring.
Yeah, it's just boring. So it was looking for skutschne, boring. So
not making a joke was boring. He's saying he was bored stiff.
Yeah, he was bored stiff. So he was looking for something to do. Okay, go on.
Ich hab gesucht, als Krokodilen seien in Russland kleiner. So I said that the crocodiles that are in Russia are smaller, either in Cuba than they are in Cuba. Und nicht so gefährlich, and they're not so dangerous or terrible. Kein fallen zu lieb Attackes mit Zad die Krokodilen seinen beeis mein Dienst nicht gewähnt. No death or because of crocodile attacks were in the time of when I was employed, when I was
my service.
I was serving, yes, Dina, when I was serving.
Yeah,
no attacks when I was serving. Hab ich gemolden, losendig zu fühlen. I don't know what gemolden was. I try to look it up.
From melden.
Announce.
To announce, to inform.
Announce. Oh, I would have said
melden.
Oh, gemolden. I announced losendig zu fühlen, als die was dienen da länger von mir, and I let it that the ones who've been doing this longer than I gedenken your azelige treurige fallen. They remember some very sad incidents und zugegeben, and they added, alles is unter control. Everything's under control. Mit darf nur hieten die eingestellte Klulim. You just have to listen to the hidden rules, or how would you translate
Eingestellte.
Is hidden.
Established, yeah, good. Established, good. Yeah.
Established, and Klulim are the customs or
rules.
No, rules.
What?
Rules.
Oh, klar. The rules. Nicht upschwimmen hinter die Bojen. Not to swim around behind the ducks. or the buildings. Ob die Krokodilen der nenteren sich zum Breg, and if the crocodiles get close to the shore, heben wir auf a right fendel, and if they get close, we raise up a red flag. Wir
Yeah,
haben
okay, yes, but
a
just a
danger,
moment.
to show danger.
Yeah, but just a moment. There is a problem here with unter die Bojen. So, because it's not clear. Rafael?
Yeah, it's the buoys, B-U-O-Y, which in English is either buoy or boy.
Buoy, right.
What is it?
It's a marker. It's a floating marker on the water, usually
The
red.
beaches, you know.
Okay, because I found the word, but I'm sorry, I didn't know what it means in English. Okay,
Yeah.
so,
It's
okay.
boy in English. It's boy.
Right, buoy.
Yeah,
Okay,
but with
so,
a U, B-U-O-Y, I think.
Right.
Yes, B-U-O-Y, I have it. I just didn't know what it means.
Yeah.
Okay. Karen?
Yes, may I have a translation on the third line from the top? Losen sich zu vielen. How is that translated?
Where is this?
Third line from the
Losen dich zu viel. That I let them sense.
say that again, please.
I let them sense.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Marsha?
Yes, I didn't hear the translation of klulim.
Rules.
Rule.
R-U-L-E-S?
Yeah, the regulations.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So now continue, please.
Wir haben Tage gehabt auf der schifflich Stanzia. We actually had on the ship's deck a flagstock, a flagpole, aber das aufgehobene rote Fendel is in der Emerson gewesen a Simon, but the raised up red and Fendel would be a pan, but what is it actually?
It's a flag.
Little flag.
A little flag.
Oh, a Fendel.
Right.
And to raise the red flag is in der Emerson gewesen Simon, and when the red flag was raised, was truly a sign as der Wetter is stormig, that the weather is stormy, und die Lodkes darfen gehen zum Breg. And what are Lodkes?
I found that they are boats, little boats.
Oh, the boats need to go to the shore.
Notice he's saying that to us. He's narrating it. He hasn't told the Cubans that.
No, he's telling us. So we will
He's telling us that that's how he's pulling the trick on the Cubans.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Susan. Yes, Elaine.
Is there another word for flag besides Fendel?
Fawn.
Fawn is a flag. Fendel is diminutive.
Oh, okay. So the vowel changes.
Right.
Okay.
Isn't
Like
the
Mabel,
word Fendel, can it not mean a pan too? A pan, a
Yeah, but they
cooked
wouldn't
pan,
be
a
raising
Fendel?
a pan. Right, but not in this
but not
context.
here. Yeah. Okay. Rafael, please. There are words here that I know you will be able to translate, so please.
Und ob sie den nenteren sich zum Breg, was tut ihr? But if they get close to the shore, then what do you do? Hat gefragt einer Akubiner. One of the Cubans asked. Mit mir seien da der Farne in dem Indian Soldaten. We have people who are experienced in the matter of being soldiers.
So what is der Farne here?
Der Farne means experienced.
Experience, okay.
It's a Germanic word. Yeah.
Okay.
Hab ich ihm geantwortet. I answered him. Sie treiben die Krokodilen up mit Hookens. They chase off the crocodiles with hooks. Deiget nicht. Don't worry. In einem extremen Fall, will ich schießen. In the worst case, I will shoot. und ich habe weggelegt die rechte Hand auf den Pistolettschädel. And I put my right hand on the pistol holster. Mein Rede hat verschafft auf die Kubiner sehr starken Eindruck. My speech made a very strong impression on the Cubans. In Wasser seien sie nicht rein. They did not go into the water. In Ovent bin ich zusammen mit mein Начальник gekommen in der Zusammenwohnung von ausländischen Offizieren. That evening, I came together with my superior into the common room or the common dwelling place of the officers from abroad. Sich bekennen offiziell mit die nahe gekommene Kubiner to officially get to know the Cubans who had arrived. Nach der offizieller Bekanntschaft, after this official getting to know each other, haben sie angehoben bei mir ausfragen, praten. They began to ask details of me. Details wegen unserer Krokodilen, about our crocodiles. Compañeros. Nu, was für Krokodilen? Hey, my countrymen, what sort of crocodiles do you mean? In Russland sind nicht auch kein Schwimmkrokodilen. There aren't any sort of crocodiles in Russia. Ich hab poshet gespaßt. It was just a joke. Hab ich approved getan, sie zu beruhigen. I tried to set their minds at ease. Nicht kein Verriebel. Don't take offense.
Go on, please.
Aber sie haben mir nicht geglaubt. But they did not believe me. Die Kubiner Offizieren haben, weiß das, bei sich beschlossen. The Cuban officers had, it appears, agreed among themselves, decided among themselves, als ich hab ausgeplappelt a sowjetischen militärischen Sod, that I had blurted out a secret, a Soviet military secret, gehabt for them a psak, and that I'd received some sort of a reprimand von der Nachalstve, from the authorities. Und jetzt bei mir sich behalten der Memes. And now I'm doing my best to hide the truth. Bemeshech von their Beisein auf der Base, during the course of their presence on the base, when sie haben dort verbracht bei a halb Jahr, and they were there for half a year. Chotz nicht das ganze halb Jahr ist doch gewesen Sommer, even though that whole half year was not summer. Haben sie sich keinmal nicht geboten. They never went to bathe in der Osere, in the lake, und seien gar selten in sehr vorsichtig geschwommen auf Lodkes. And they were only seldom and very carefully boating, literally swimming on boats, but it means going boating. Danach haben auch die Kubiner Offizieren sich umgekehrt zu sich in Kuba. Later, these particular Cuban officers returned to their own place in Cuba, und ich hab kamat in ganzen vergessen, and I practically forgot entirely wegen die russländische Krokodilen, about these Russian crocodiles.
Thank you, Rafael. Thank you. Harriet, can you continue?
Niemand im Ganzen, nur wie es hat sich herausgewiesen, nicht auf Tomit. Almost in total, only as it turned out to be, not forever. Winterzeit habe ich begleit eine neue Gruppe was angekommene Kubiner Offizieren zum photograph. In wintertime, I accompanied a new group that had just of Cuban officers that just had arrived for a photograph. Zich fotograferen af Propuskin. I don't know what Propuskin is. They were photographed.
What is Propuskin? Someone knows?
No.
No,
I don't know.
I couldn't find.
Permit, a permission,
A permission? Okay.
credentials to enter a specific area.
Okay. Okay. So they can, okay. Got it. Okay, go
They
on.
were photographed with permission af durchlos scheinen. Due to an oversight. Haste, that is, hastes. Wir seien gegangen, Lengois, dem verschneiten Pliage. We went along the, I don't know what verschneiten is.
Snowy.
Snowed.
Oh, the snowy beach. Die Ozera is given verkovet in ice. The lake was frozen, covered in ice. Das ist given beferisch a stille und weiße russlandische winterdicke pastoral. This was frankly quiet and white Russian winter-like pastoral. Und da hat einer von die Kubiner Mitzke derinnen gefragt. And then there, one of the Cubans out of nowhere asked, Und wo seien jetzt die Krokodilen? And now where are the crocodiles?
Okay, thank you. I see that people raise their hand. Rafael and then Susan. Rafael.
Yeah, the word otpusk is a permission, and so propusk is a kind of permission. But the next words, af durchlos scheinen, that means for the rights to go pass. These are passes.
Can you put your is there a cursor on?
Yeah,
on that?
just a moment. I had to go and check something. Sorry.
Like
yeah, so it's in the previous paragraph that starts Kamat in Gansen, the third line.
Oh, thank you. I saw a different, that makes more sense.
Yeah, durchlos scheinen, a shine here is a permission also. So a durchlos shine is a permission to go through, a certificate. Mm-hmm. So it's a certificate to go past.
Like a passport, right?
We'll just say a pass.
A pass, like you're having on when you're entering an office or something, and you have this with your picture, and you're showing it to the security.
Yeah. And those kinds of normal thing that every new visitor would have.
Sure. Let me also point out that the word photograph means the photographer.
Okay.
Okay. So, photograph and sich fotografieren. Okay. Okay. Susan, yes?
In the previous paragraph where it says gehabt for dem pay samach kuf, which is said it was a reprimand. Yes?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Reprimand or a punishment.
Okay, so what about the word posuk? It's also Hebrew.
A posuk is a passage.
It's a passage. How is that spelled?
The Bible. I don't know how it's spelled. Posuk is.
Does it have the same spelling?
Yes, it does have the same.
No, in Yiddish it would be pei samach vav kuf.
In Yiddish, but yeah, in Hebrew it's the same. Sorry, yeah.
And what's the meaning of the two? What do they have in common?
In common, it means to cut. And so a posek becomes a verse of the Bible because it
cut out place.
Well, no, you stop your breath at the end of it. And a psak is short for psak din. a verse
Judgment.
of judgment.
A,
So
a
it just becomes in
verdict.
Yiddish a
Oh,
psak.
psak din. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Din is a verdict, yes.
Is that connected to Pesach?
I don't think so.
No, it's
Very
Pesach
interesting.
has a ches instead of a kuf, and they're very different letters in Hebrew.
Okay.
Marsha, yes?
Pashnate, Pliage, would that be a beach? The
Yes,
Pliage?
A snowy
it's
beach.
French.
Yeah.
A snowy beach.
Pliage
The
is beach in
yeah,
French.
plage. A plage, yeah. Vinkl?
That phrase mitzka derinen, is that a Soviet just version of mitten derinen? Is it the same thing? I've always heard it. Is it a different word? Mitzka. Is that a pronunciation of mitten? Like in the middle, like in what's the phrase? In medias res,
Okay.
in the middle of things, right?
Okay.
Has anyone seen that before?
Yeah.
Mitzka derinen.
I saw it in stories. I saw it.
Yeah, this is a common.
Are they all
version
Soviet
of-
stories? Are they all from Russia?
No. It's all kinds.
No, it's a common,
Okay.
but it means the same thing, right?
Let Rafael explain.
Yeah, it's in mitten drinnen, but for whatever reason, it often becomes in mitzka drinnen. And it's not dialectic, it's just everyone uses it that way.
It's humorous.
Yeah. And I saw it in many stories that I am reading, and it's not always, about Soviet or something, all over.
Can you highlight what you're referring to? Sorry.
Yes.
Kind of
Yeah.
lost here.
Yeah, this one. You see? You see the blue?
Mm-hmm.
The blue one?
Yeah, and
Yes.
what does that mean again?
In the
All
middle
of a
of
sudden.
everything.
Yeah,
Right
I,
in the middle of
yeah, it must,
everything.
yeah.
Out of nowhere.
But I've heard, I guess it's probably incorrect, mittendrin, but it's.
Oh, mitten is the more formal
That's what
way.
Rafael explained a
Right,
moment
the
ago.
mitzvah is a humorous way. Right in the middle of everything. In mitzkin drinnen.
Which is this is humorous?
Jokey.
It's humorous. It has a humorous sense.
So what would mitzkin mean? Because where's the humor in changing that?
Because the real word is mitten. In mitten drinnen is the formal way of saying in the middle of everything. In mitzkin drinnen. It's a jokey variant.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Because we
Okay,
do
so
say in
let's-
English, sometimes we say in the midst of things, midst in the
In
middle.
the midst, right? Yeah.
Maybe that in the midst. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, mittendrin, I know. Yeah. Okay.
Midst and good. That's funny.
Okay, let's continue. Karen, please. Ob ich verstanden?
Hab ich verstanden, als jene Kubiner Offizieren haben sich geteilt mit die Doseker Kubiner Offizieren. I understood that those Cuban officers had shared with meaning I think the previous Cuban had shared
those with this.
Those with these officers, Cuban officers, mit sehr Eindrücken von dem Leben und denen auf Ort der sowjetischer militärischer Base. They shared their impression of life and service in this Soviet military base.
Good.
Und zwischen anders gewarnt sie sein Vorsichtiger mit Krokodilen. And among other things, they warned them to be cautious with the crocodiles. Also wie ich bin gewinn sicher, since I was sure, als Tomer ich will wieder einmal prüfen, überzeugen die Kubiner compañeros. Since I was sure that whether I would again try to persuade the Cuban comrades or as kein Schum Krokodilen seinen in Russland nito, I was sure that I wouldn't be able to, in no way would I be able to convince them that crocodiles weren't here. Wellen zij mir sei wie nicht glauben that they would not believe me, hab ich beschlossen, wie nicht is entwickeln die sommerdicke Thema und ihr zu geben gewisse winterdicke Strecken. Since I was sure that I wouldn't be able to convince them that there weren't crocodiles, I decided to develop the summer theme and add to it certain winter type of qualities or characteristics or
Good.
features.
Okay, thank you, Karen. I see people raise their hands. So, Marsha?
I'm Vinkl. I thought it was like to mix up or to turn. They used to Vinkl Kinder's legs, so they shouldn't be bow-legged, but they turned out bow-legged anyway. But they were Vinkling the two. You heard of that?
No,
This is
Vinkl.
Antwicklin.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's a
Okay,
different
Maurice will
This
tell
is
you.
Antwicklin, which means to develop.
And
To
the other
develop.
word that I heard,
Einwicklin, to wrap up.
Vinkl and Vinkl, two different
Right.
words.
Yeah.
Okay, shut them down.
Friedrich?
Yeah, I'm confused, which is Azoiven ich bin gewesen sicher as Tomer ich will. Doesn't Tomer imply some doubt and sicher means certainty?
In case.
Yeah, but it's as I was sure that if I will try again, okay?
Okay. I guess I was thinking it meant Efsher. So Tomer isn't the same as Efsher. It's just in case. That makes more sense. Thank you.
Okay, Rochelle, please.
We're okay. Seht ihr doch, unser Klimat ist kalt. As you see, our climate is cold. Is nicht sehr passig for crocodilen. It's not, it doesn't fit crocodiles. Sie leiden bei uns Winter von Kälte. They suffer here from the cold. Nicht zufällig seien die Krokodilen bei uns verhältnismäßig selten Balei heiß.
Balei Chaim, I don't know in Yiddish how do you say it. Balei Chaim in Hebrew.
So they're seldom verhältnismäßig. I don't know.
Relatively. Verhältnismäßig is relatively.
Okay, so they're relatively seldom something.
They're rare animal creatures.
Real animal. How do you say Balei Chaim in Yiddish?
Balchaim.
Balchaim? Okay.
And what does it mean?
Living
Animals.
creatures.
Oh, okay.
Living creature, animals.
To leave them, nimmt man unter Kollerlei Mossmittler kedai ophieten sehr Papucia. So because of that, we try to rescue or
No, unter kollerlei Mossmitteln, all kinds of steps.
All kinds of steps to protect them.
Yes, to protect their population.
zwischen Andersbett und Herbst fangt man sie kidei rüber zu führen von ob der Asie und warmer Erde. So in the fall they try to relocate them to warmer areas. Wie sie in
No, Gringer.
Oh, wie is geringer aushalten dem Winter, where it's easier to survive the winter. Und in Frühling wird man sie umkehren zurück in Ort der Asia, and in the spring we'll bring them back to the lake.
Okay, another paragraph if you can.
Eingekommene Kubiner Opzieren haben sich eingehört wie betäubert. The newly arrived Cuban officers listened like, I don't know what betäubert means.
Enchanted.
Enchanted, okay. Ich hab a Guck getan auf der Aser. I took a look at the lake. Auf den dicken Eis seinen auf seiner Kastens dort und da still gesessen wären waren angetoner Fischer mit Ventikes. He looked out on the ice and he saw warmly dressed fishermen.
With fishing
rod dressed in ungetun in Fischer mit Venkis. What are Venkis?
No. He saw fishermen with fisher rods sitting on the very thick ice of their cousins. They were sitting on boxes and they were dressed very warmly.
Yes, okay. It does. All right. Sie haben durchgedreht Löcher in dem Eis und sich vernommen mit populären in die Mekummis und unter eisigen winterdicken Fischfang. So I understand it, but I don't know if I could translate it word for word. They were drilling holes or making holes.
Yes.
And they occupied themselves with with popular.
No, what is popular in these places?
Okay, what is popular in this place of ice fishing?
Of
winter.
Ice fishing.
Ice fishing in the winter.
In winter, exactly. Very good. Yeah. Any questions until now?
What does the word Macumis mean?
That was my question.
Places.
Just places.
Places, in these places, in this area, in these places, yeah. Okay, so Michael Fishman, please finish it for us.
Ja, habe ich mamschig gewinnt. Yes, I continued. Aber sollt ihr wissen, but you should know, als besondere Exemplaren von Krokodilen bleiben fort im Verlauf von einem ganzen Winter in der Rosera.
Michael, a little bit slower, please, okay? A bit slower.
Okay. Aber sollt ihr wissen, but you should know, als besondere Exemplaren, but exceptional examples von Krokodilen of crocodiles bleiben fort, nevertheless remain in Verlauf von einem ganzen Winter, in the course of the whole winter in der Orsera, they remain in the lake. So the crocodiles remain in the lake. What seht ihr? In IUC sitzen die erfahrene Spezialisten. Now you see the experienced specialists are sitting. Ich habe angewiesen auf die Fischer. I pointed out the fishermen. They bohren Löcher in einem Eis. They are drilling holes in the ice. losen in die Lecher arop stricken petlias. They are lowering into the holes rope loops. Und wenn a Krokodil ruckt a Reus von Wasser, and when a crocodile pushes itself out of the water, pushes out Wasser sein Morge, pushes his face out from the water, kadei chappen a bissel frische Luft, in order to get a bit of fresh air, chappen sie ihm mit der Petlier. They catch him with the loop, leppen him a Reus, pull him out of the ice, they pull him out onto the ice, und noch führen him rüber in die warmere Erde, and then they transport him to the warmer places so that he'll survive. But da habe ich aufgehoben den Weißfinger, but here I lifted up my pointy finger, my, whatever that finger is called. Trotz die alle Bemühungen, in spite of all our efforts, geht sich nicht ein Chappen und rüberführen alle Krokodilen. We do not manage, we are not successful to catch and transport all the crocodiles. Der Fahr ist streng verboten, rausgehen on verantwortliche Begleiter. Therefore, it is strictly forbidden from going out without experience, without responsible people to accompany you, auf dem Eis, on the ice, von der auf der Eis von der Verfreurener, not to go out on the frozen ice of the lake without experienced accompanies, people accompanying you. A hungriger, zerjoischeter crocodile, a hungry, angry crocodile is teutgefährlich auf dem Eis, is deadly dangerous on the ice. Entlaufen von ihm ist sehr schwer. It's very difficult to run away from him. Die sowjetische militärische Kommandschaft nimmt von sich herab die ganze Verantwortlichkeit für tragische Folgen. The Soviet military command structure disowns any responsibility for any tragic occurrences for seine nach Leuten möglich that are even remotely that are completely possible. Completely possible. Ob einer geht heraus, if someone goes out, nicht geguckt auf alle Warnungen auf dem Eis, ignoring all the warnings on the ice, und stößt sich on auf ein Krokodil. If someone should go out and ignore the warnings and stößt sich on auf ein Krokodil and bumps into a crocodile. Nachdem habe ich ausgekehrt und entscheiden sich gelost weiter Language. After this, I turned around and determinedly let myself gelost weiter Language dem Osera Breg. I determinedly let myself go further on the banks of the lake. Die Kubiner Offizieren seien schweigendig gegangen, noch mehr, and the Cuban officers were quietly followed me.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you. So let's see. So Bonnie, yeah.
Okay, I have a lot of questions, but in the last sentence, Schweigendick, was ist das?
Quietly.
Schweigen is to be quiet. So Schweigendick is like
silently.
Being quiet, you know, Geyendick, as you're doing something. The dick means you're continuing to schweigen, I'm remaining quiet.
How about silently?
Yeah,
Thank you.
silently is good. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Okay, then let's see. The third line down in this in the main paragraph. Der Fahrene. Der Fahrene. Yeah, der Fahrene.
Yeah. Anyway, the foreign experience. Yeah.
Experience.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Experienced.
Experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Is there, is it possible to break that down from I don't know, another?
I think the basic word is der Fahren, and I suspect it's Germanic, but
yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Fahren has something to do with experience?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, experienced.
Yeah. And the Fahren is the person who's experienced?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And a couple other super long ones. Here's a fun one. The main paragraph, the second line up, and again, it's a Fahren war slecht. Right. Something like that.
You mean 14 Verläuf von einem
wait, fort.
Where are you? What sentence is it?
It's the second line up from the end of the first of the main paragraph.
Ah, okay. This one, Verantwortlichkeit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, responsibility.
What is it?
Responsibility.
Responsibility.
They don't take any responsibility.
Verläuf means in the course of.
Okay.
In the course of the whole winter, but nevertheless, in the course of the whole winter, or not nevertheless.
I don't think he's in the same place.
Yeah. I'm not in the same place.
In the course of the whole winter.
No. It's Verantwortlichkeit.
Responsibility. Oh, okay. So, okay. Verantwortlich is to be responsible.
Yeah.
Verantwortlichkeit is responsibility.
Yeah, it occurs. It occurs further up, like 3 lines above that. Verantwortliche.
Well, then I had the right one, but let's see. But there's probably another.
Yeah, without the responsible. Yeah. Okay, Rafael, you want to?
Yeah, I can take that word apart. The center of that word is Wort, meaning word. Then you have Antwort, which is answer. And answerability is Antwortlichkeit. And why there's a far in front, I couldn't tell you. That it means like answerability, or we would say better in English, responsibility.
Okay. So, but Fahrent is worry?
No. Far, Antwortlichkeit.
Yeah. Okay. But you were when you were breaking it down.
Yeah. When I break it down, the far.
Wait. What? Let.
When you have to answer for something, it's your responsibility. You have to answer.
No, he's breaking it down. I would like him to just repeat that. Just one person, okay? Sure. Just to breaking it down. Thank you.
The first part is far. Then Antwort, Lechkeit.
Okay, so Antwort is to answer.
Well, we don't
to answer to.
Not in Yiddish, but I'm taking it apart to show how the pieces fit together.
Right.
So, and far is like for. There's a prefix for in Yiddish. This is a similar prefix. So far Antwortlichkeit or far Antwortlichkeit. It's got many little pieces that all together come to mean responsibility.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You're done, Bonnie, or do you have more?
Well, that's
Okay,
enough.
you know what? Let's have Marsha, and if you remember more, you will get back to us. Marsha.
Thank you.
Hello. Yes. I don't understand why they're so concerned about the alligators. They have to move them from the cold.
It's a joke.
They're kidding.
He's making it up.
Sorry, I
making
hear
it
you,
up.
Marie.
Listen, this is the first time that I actually figured out that something was funny. Usually, but I guess because it's the alligators that made it a little easier to figure it out.
Marsha,
Crocodiles, not alligators.
Everybody
sorry.
talks. I don't understand. I guess it's a joke then.
It
Okay.
is a joke.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
He's making up a bubble mine to having fun with these people that
Yeah,
are
taking them to the warmer waters, then bringing them back.
You know what? You keep putting my hand down. I keep putting my hand back up. I do have a question.
Okay, please, go on, please.
Morda. What is Morda?
The face, but it's a face of an animal.
Oh, it's the face of an animal.
The face of an animal, like the face of the crocodile when he gets up from the water. So
it's like you say somebody's mug.
Yeah.
Okay. So it would be like a punim for a person, but you
Yes.
don't.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Rochelle.
This is even funnier because in Florida we have crocodiles and alligators, and as soon as the weather gets cold, they're sort of like totally lethargic. They don't move at all. They're almost frozen.
What's the difference? What's the difference between them? I never understood that.
I don't remember, but you can just say.
Maybe they're able to go into hibernation.
Yeah, and the other.
So they survive.
We have these lizards, and they're in the trees, and if it gets cold, they literally fall out of the trees.
Okay, so
raining lizards when the temperature drops.
Okay.
Crocodiles. And
Just remember that in Spanish,
we finished this
cocodrilo.
story.
Yeah, we finished the story. Okay, so
Good. That was a good story.
It was a fun.
Good story.
That was fun. Yeah.
So the most amazing thing is that someone would admit in writing to having done this.
Well, we don't know if it's true.
Yeah,
we don't know. You made it all up.
Exactly.
Okay, I found out what the difference between alligators and crocodiles.
Good. Okay.
Professor Google. Alligators have wider U-shaped snouts. Crocodiles have more pointed V-shaped snouts, and alligators tend to inhabit freshwater environments like swamps, marshes, and rivers, and crocodiles are often found in both fresh and salt water.
Oh, they're versatile.
Yeah. There are places in Florida where you can actually pet them.
I've
seen them in Florida when I've taken one of these river whatever
no, thank you.
tours.
No, thank you.
No. But
you can do that in Texas also.
Sure. Yeah, also, well, I saw them in Louisiana.
We have alligator farms in Texas.
I have an alligator bag.
Nah.
That's the best way to have one.
It reminds me of that poem in the book, in came the doctor, in came the nurse, in came the lady with the alligator purse.
I ate once alligator.
I have one too.
Oh, God.
In Australia, in
I have
Melbourne,
it for the song. I have the purse that I
ate
do for the
alligator.
song.
It tastes like chicken.
Everything
Everything tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
I have to sign off. Now is kosher?
Probably not.
I don't know. I think it has scales. I don't know what it is.
It doesn't have scales.
Doesn't chew its cud.
Anyway, so next week we will start the Sholem Aleichem story that I sent you.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Please
It's a
send it
really
again
nice
because
story.
I didn't print it
What
out.
story is
All right,
it?
I'm signing off. Bye, everybody.
What's the song about?
Henrietta, what did you say, please?
Please print it, send it again because I
Yes, yes,
haven't
yes,
printed
yes.
it out.
Yeah, yeah, I will send it again on
Thank you.
Thursday.
Hashem Dank.
I will send the story once again. And Vinkl, you sent me the video. I may. Vinkl found a video where it's actually someone is reciting it.
Oh.
Is reciting it, so you know I may send it to
I
you as
sent two
well.
videos with the
Yeah, I will send you the video as well, just so you will understand why it was so difficult for him to get it right. So, okay, any more?
No. Very funny, Minna. Thank you so much.
Welcome, welcome. So, Mariv, I can count on you to, yeah, okay, maybe with someone else, maybe with Beverly or with Barbara or something. It's just that
Well, Beverly will choose the people, and I'll run the technical.
in 2 weeks, I will be in an airport, so I can start the class, but I will not be able to lead it.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Afterwards, I will be in a hotel, so that won't be a problem. But only in 2 weeks, the airport, I will start the class. There will be a class. Only Mariv and someone else, maybe Beverly, will just do it. Okay?
Yeah.
That's great.
Bye.
Thank you, Rita.
We'll see you next week.
Next week as usual. Next week as usual.
Next
Bye.
week is Shavuos. Everybody knows that, right?
It's not really
The next
It's
weekend.
Shavuos, yes.
Next weekend.
I mean, it's your site. It's what do you call it? Not your site.
Yisker.
Yisker.
So
Yes,
you don't want a class?
I won't be there, but I mean, you can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
I'm
but
glad you're reminding. Yeah.
only
Yisker,
because
I won't be there either.
Will we have a class anyway?
I think so. Let's have a class because afterwards, yeah, let's have a class.
Well,
so
Beverly has always said that when there's a religious holiday that we should,
but it's the Isru, it's the Iskor, not the. It's not
I
the
mean, it's
Shavuos.
yeah. I mean, it's the 8th. It's the last day of the.
Yeah, it's a holy day.
Full holiday,
And it is Yisker.
Right.
Okay, so I will. Okay.
No, I'm just saying I won't be there if you have a class, but you can have a class. I just was reminding everybody.
Right.
Okay, so maybe other people are also. Okay, so next one will be in 2 weeks. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Gesund.
Okay. Bye.
Seid gesund,
Bye-bye.
everyone.